Hey everybody, and welcome to this wonderful episode of Baseless Speculation, a baseless rewind for the silly seasons that is Christmas.
Oh,
Merry Christmas!
Oh, I'm Joel, by the way.
I'm Jackson, by
And
the
I'm
way.
also Joel.
Yeah, and because of it is a wonderful Christmas time, we went and we watched one of JD, your favorite Christmas films.
The only good one.
Damn right. So yeah, what do we all think of Jingle All the Way?
They made a crazy one.
They went nuts.
They were like, hey, what if our kids' movie was psychotic? And what if it was like kind of anti-capitalist because it's all just like, this is bull.
Anti?
Yeah.
Did we watch the same film?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like it's
Like, I
not.
get that they're like, everybody wants this Christmas
It's
toy.
not
and it's driving people
capitalist,
crazy.
anti-commercial, commercial. Bleh.
Anti-commercialist?
Yeah.
Well, because I guess at the end, he's like, no.
No.
I would say it's extremely
It's not the message. It's sorry, it's not that the characters learned that sentiment at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's that because the vibe of the whole movie is like, this is all fucked. Like there is no moment in that movie where everything is chill.
Yeah.
And Arnie doesn't learn any lessons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's just
continuing.
like, hey, because like most Christmas movies are like, Christmas, ain't it a stinker?
Yeah.
But Jingle All the Way is like, fuck this holiday.
I think it's funny that we've both picked movies because if, eagle-eared listeners listened last week, we talked about I'll Be Home for Christmas. We've both picked Christmas movies where the protagonist learns no lesson and does nothing to redeem
Just
themselves.
locks into a
I
solution.
know.
It's so funny, the end of
Jake Lloyd's there?
Yeah, Jake Lloyd's there. That's
He's
true, dude.
there.
Anakin fucking Skywalker.
Yeah.
Eat slime, worm ball.
Yeah.
Whatever he says.
And he learns karate.
He learns karate. That's exactly true.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call this like either an anti-cap. I would maybe it's where we were coming from.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, you know how every any war movie, even if it's meant to be anti-war, is usually ends up being pro-war.
Well, this is kind of the opposite of this.
Because again, I think this film is like, if it was meant to be like anti-capitalist or anti-consumerism, it ain't that.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
very pro.
Because there's no point where the character goes, hey, what I don't need is a Turbo Man toy.
Well, it happens at the end of the movie.
No, because he says,
yeah.
I don't need a Turbo Man toy because my dad is Turbo
Yeah.
Man.
It was not
Yeah.
a toy. He presumably has to give the suit back.
Yeah, but Anakin Skywalker's not thinking that,
ain't thinking
dude.
that.
He's thinking,
Yeah.
one day I'm going to be Darth Vader.
That-
and I'm going to
yeah.
kill 1 million
Yes.
children.
That man that almost killed me by pushing me off a building.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a toy.
Honestly, probably Jake Lloyd is so shell-shocked and traumatized by what happens at the end of Jingle All the Way that he's thinking nothing.
yeah.
He's saying, Dad,
Yeah.
I'm in shock right
Yes.
now.
I
flew.
And if people are like, you're going pretty crazy with this, it's like, it's just a silly movie where it needs a toy. Watch it again.
Yeah. It's
It's-
crazy.
Like, Sinbad, who is a mailman that's been driven insane.
Yeah.
So I think like a standout when you're like looking for like,
Well,
like, what-
before we go into like all
Yeah.
the give
Yeah.
us like a bit of a synopsis, if
And
you will.
and
for
your
those-
history with this movie.
Yeah, for those who
I saw
haven't
this in the
yet
cinema.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
You-
and
that
it was the
rocks.
first, because like I know a lot of families have like Christmas movies, and like my family would watch like Love Actually most Christmases. Like obviously
Oh, yeah.
I was like a teenager by the time that even
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out, but watch that. I was never an elf guy. In fact, I don't.
Are you anti-elf?
I'm not anti-elf. I just think
I
grow
think
up.
I am anti-elf.
No, yeah, I just think like grow
I like
up.
Elf.
I think I liked it the first time I watched it. Then I watched it again, and I was like, "This is too much Will Ferrell for me."
That's fair.
Like, it
he's
becomes a bit egregious.
divisive man.
Yeah.
I've heard like a
I
lot of
like
people
him
do
in
not
some
like
things.
him.
I don't mind him. I just think that the movie I watched plenty of children's movies.
Yeah.
But I would never make my whole personality around it like how some people treat Elf.
For me, Elf is
That's horrifying.
yeah, to be an elf person.
No, but there's
To
Don't do
me,
that.
somehow, Elf and Parks and Rec have the same energy.
That's fair.
Do you know what I mean? Elf feels like a show the characters in Parks and Rec would love, and something about that
Rubs you
my
the wrong
stomach.
way.
Do you not know if the like people are just like Elf is like super millennial core?
Yeah,
coded.
I think in a way I understand it because Elf of that era was it was like quite an earnest Christmas movie. Yeah, so people were like, "Oh, it's a Christmas movie for us."
Yeah,
And it's
right.
funny. It's got some good bits, but I remember rewatching it like in the last couple of years and being like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I
Something
remember
about Elf
watching
is-
it and being like, it's funny that he almost kills himself by jumping off a bridge.
Yes.
This is for kids and it's Christmas.
Yeah.
This is good.
Well, suicide
Hurrah,
and Christmas
hooray.
have a long history.
Exactly.
together,
Yeah, it's a
you know?
wonderful
You know?
life.
It's a wonderful
Exactly.
life, dude.
Exactly.
Man, It's a Wonderful Life. Now that's a good Christmas movie. I love It's a Wonderful
Well,
Life.
what I've been finding, the longer and longer I guess they do this show with you boys, is that I just am not online enough.
Yes, that is true. That is true about you.
Yeah.
And I thought I was, I
Wrong.
thought I was across a few things here and there.
No. You
'Cause
gotta go
I'm
on
like-
real internet.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I like Alf. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's a movie that I have seen, that I enjoyed it. The people basing their whole personalities. I'm like, I don't.
Only
I
around
don't
Christmas time.
understand
It's
this
not like
person.
people are
I've
being
never
like-
seen this person before in my life, and I don't know they exist.
Yeah.
But if they do, hey,
It's
And
like,
I don't know if you see it so much these days.
Yeah.
I think it was like there was like a period of time
Like
in,
when everyone was watching Friends on streaming again.
yes,
don't do that.
Yeah. I think Elf. I don't know.
Well,
it-
you were surrounded by people that did that. And you just didn't even
Really?
notice.
Yeah.
oh, who or why?
Name
Oh.
Everyone.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Like, yeah, because people will be like, oh, I really like Parks and Rec and 30 Rock. Oh, I could probably slot friends in here, right?
Yeah.
Community, well, friends.
Yeah, why not?
No
Why
one's ever
not?
rewatching. That's not true. Lots of people rewatching Signy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
heaps of
dude.
people.
Well, now
Signy.
they probably.
No, heaps of people
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, no.
Gen
But now
X,
they
I
probably
wanna say.
should less.
Yeah.
But I
Signy's
feel
good,
like
though,
what?
dude.
Like, yeah, Gen X is
Giddy
watching
up.
Signy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
Yeah. Classic. So you saw Jingle All the Way at the cinema?
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Became
dude.
obsessed straight away.
Yeah.
Makes
Thought it was
sense.
awesome. Thought Turbo Man looked cool.
Yeah, he
Loved
does.
that Anakin Skywalker was in it, even though I didn't know he was Anakin Skywalker yet, because Anakin Skywalker was going to enter my life the following year.
Yeah. It is cool that this is Jake Lloyd's. Like, he did this.
he's
Anakin
dead.
Skywalker, he's out.
Retired from acting due to severe bullying.
But he's got child actor face. Like, he was
Yeah.
born to be a child actor, this guy. So, yeah, give us
Do you know what
a
he? I
Yeah.
got really excited because I was looking at his filmography, and in between Star Wars and Jingle All the Way is Apollo 11, but it's a TV movie called Apollo 11.
That would be a crazy career.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what happens in Turbo Man? Talk us through it. I
Yeah.
mean, Jingle
Tell
All the
a
Way.
fella.
I don't know. I haven't seen Turbo Man, but I have seen Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Basically, Howard Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
He's just a regular mattress salesman.
Yeah, 7 foot tall
7
Austrian
foot-
muscle, bound regular American guy.
Regular guy. It's just, look, hey, he's just a regular guy that likes to do weights.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing wrong with
and
that.
he just happens to have been from Austria originally.
And he
Yeah.
lives in a quiet suburb,
Yeah.
Americana.
Uh-huh.
And he's a scumbag.
Yeah.
He's kind of got like liar syndrome, where he's constantly
can't
disappointing.
lie.
his-
I wouldn't call him a scumbag because that really, takes away from the other scumbag in the film.
Yeah.
I would say he's just a distant father.
Yeah.
No,
he's-
but he's lying to it. Like, think about the first scene.
Yeah.
And also, he's a mattress salesman, which to me
I would
also
say slimy.
Yeah. He's a slime ball.
Yeah.
I get the feeling by writing him as a mattress salesman and the fact that like he's like kind of joking around with his secretary and
Yeah.
pretending that he's not at work, lying to his wife. That immediately gives a fair coded.
Yeah.
Okay.
This movie's got a lot of fair coding to it.
Yeah.
See, I always just figured it was like less of a scumbag and more just an internal optimist of like, of course I'll be there. Of course I'll be there. Of course I'll be there.
Because he's lying at the start. He's not
Yeah,
just
he's
being
lying
like,
to people about mattresses and stuff.
Yeah, he's
I don't
not-
think he's a scumbag
Yeah.
though. I
He's
think
a slime
What's he
ball.
lying about?
Yeah.
I know he's saying like hey, you're my favorite customer.
Yeah.
Which is just that's just good customer service.
Yeah, but like he's like, doesn't he say he tries to tell his wife he's not there or something at the start?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
says, and he does this. Is how he gets how she finds out. He's like saying, "I'm your favorite. You're my favorite customer. You're my favorite customer." Then he says it to his wife.
Yeah.
And his wife goes, "You son of a bitch."
Well, yeah, that wasn't necessarily about like.
But
maybe I
because she
should-
was like, "You're not staying back late
Yeah.
at work." He's like, "No,
I think he's just. I think maybe
I'll be there.
I think he's
his
just.
priorities are wrong."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
His priorities are incorrect. he doesn't care about his kid enough. He doesn't care about his wife enough. What he cares about is
He loves
selling
them.
mattresses.
I think he's a classic, the 90s of I can have it all, and he thinks he can have it all.
yeah.
Can't have it all.
Well, yeah, it's written down here as like he loves his family, but he just rarely finds time for them.
Yeah.
And yes, so that's happening. So we've got a family dynamic. Howard, he loves his wife, but he also loves not seeing her.
Yeah.
Loves his boy Jamie.
Loves mattresses.
Loves to not see his boy Jamie.
Yeah.
Loves to be working.
Yeah.
But who's this? Is it the scumbag neighbor Ted, played by Phil Hartman, a man who seems to want to fuck every married woman in the suburb?
maybe is?
Yeah.
There's that, like
Yeah.
that scene early on where they're watching the kids. Is it like a basketball game?
Karate.
Karate, of course.
class.
They're watching his karate class, and every wife in the neighborhood's going to Phil Hartman, to Ted, and being like, hey, I heard you got a big, strong tool that can help get rid of my weeds. And he's like, oh, yeah.
I've got the right tool for
I
the
got
job.
the right tool for the
Yeah.
job.
Again, I interpreted that scene as he fucking them all.
That's my assumption.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
assumption he's fucking. This is my assumption of Ted's character. He's fucking every wife in the neighborhood, but the one wife he cannot crack is Arnie's wife.
And that's just and then for Ted, that's the sweetest fruit.
The sweetest plum is the plum that is guarded by a 7-foot tall Austrian man.
The movie jokingly, like, because Arnie's whole thing in this movie that I also find so funny is it's one of those roles where it just doesn't.
It doesn't address it.
No.
Yeah, I think that's the
Well,
best.
it's not. It doesn't even. It goes even further than not addressing it. It just treats it like we're seeing things. Basically, like the movie's written like he's just like
a regular looking
like a
guy.
5'10" schlob.
Yeah, dude. I love that era of Arnie movies where they were like, holy shit, it doesn't make sense. No one touch anything. But I think Arnie can be the everyman.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
No one move a muscle.
Everyone, shh. Okay, he's got a wife.
Yeah.
He works at a mattress.
Stop. No one's pointing out how absurd this is.
Okay, he's on the phone a lot.
Yeah.
He's talking to the customers directly
Exactly.
with a thick
thick Austrian accent. No one's questioning it.
We're fine.
Did Junior
He's got
come
a-
out
he's got a
before
kid?
or after this?
I believe
'Cause
it became,
Junior's got the same
before.
energy where they go, he's a sort of nerdy scientist.
Junior's before. I
Well,
think.
that
Yeah.
probably helped this. They go, nerdy
Did it?
scientist.
Did it?
He's always in the lab and he cares about science more than anything else. And he just happens to be
big.
7 foot tall and covered in rippling muscles.
Yes.
And no one's
and he's also Austrian.
And an Austrian, no one's okay. It's working. Arnie is the everyman.
Okay.
And then there must have been a point where
Okay.
that stopped working, but because Kindergarten
haven't-
Cop, at least he's a cop.
Yeah,
you know.
I haven't
And
seen
Twins, at least
more
he's-
recent Arnie films.
Well, no, I don't think they've
at
done that.
some
No, they've
point.
gone back.
Yeah,
Because
he's an action hero again.
Yeah, like a firefighter, all of those kind of things.
But
I haven't
Everyman
really-
Arnie, dude, what a beautiful, beautiful era of Arnie movies.
Yeah, man.
What a hilarious thing to do and to pull off. My God.
His next role
Yeah.
is playing Santa Claus.
Perfect.
In what movie?
The man with the bag.
This motherfucker's just making up films. The man with the bag.
Santa Claus enlists the help of a petty criminal after his sack of presents is stolen.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of this film in my life.
Stars Alan Richardson
Okay.
as Vince
Okay.
Okay,
and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Santa Claus.
Okay.
It also features Ken Jeong,
Yeah.
Aquafina,
What the hell?
Kyle Mooney.
What was his next everyman role? Did he have another one after this?
After
Jingle All the Way, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely he would have.
I'm looking at his like more recent stuff, and he's like Mortal Kombat, and he plays Conan. I'm like, what did I miss?
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
you scroll too
game.
far, went to games.
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
In
All
the
the-
sixth day, is he meant to be a normal guy?
I mean, that's like
He's a
future
family
shit, though.
man.
Yeah, but he's in the future
It's
where
like
maybe you can
future
take a
shit.
pill to get
Yeah, I
muscles.
don't know.
No, but he is a family man in the sixth day.
Yeah.
But he's also been cloned. Why'd
Isn't
they
he-
do
no,
that?
Doesn't he like? Why, how does he get cloned in that? He's trying to revive a dog.
Yeah, his dogs died. The family dog died, so he takes it to a cloning lab.
Yeah, because he
and then
meets
they clone
himself,
him.
don't he? It's been a while since I've
Yeah, me
seen
too.
The Sixth Day.
Okay.
End of Days, I'm guessing he's not an everyman.
End of Days, I'm
He
pretty
plays a
sure
lot
he
of cop,
fights
yeah.
Satan.
Also, he's an ex-cop. He plays a lot of cops.
Kid and I.
Mr. Freeze is not an everyman,
No.
but he is a scientist.
I think this
I
might
like
be
our
the last.
scientist era of
Yeah, me
Honey
too.
as well.
Yeah. What about killing Gunther?
Where he plays Gunther. Okay, look at the poster.
Yeah, I just looked. Fair enough. Yeah, I think Jingle All the Way is his last everyman role. You know,
How about Total Recall? He's just a guy. It is in the future, yes.
it is the future, but you're right. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's just a
And
regular.
that is 6 years before Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes twins into Total Recall.
Yeah. Okay.
Into Kindergarten Cop and Total Recall the same year. That's a big.
That's a big honey year, dude. What about?
Um,
He kind of doesn't actually have that many. It's just like it's Junior, Jingle All the Way, not even twins. It's kind of own and Kinder. No.
Honestly, it's kind of just Jingle All the Way.
Oh, yeah,
This
you're
is,
right.
I think is the only movie that just treats him like he's a regular shaped and sized,
Yeah.
a regular shaped man.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is the one where you're right. The movie kind of wants you to ignore the fact that he's Arnie, but which is funny because the only reason he is like an appropriate Turbo Man at the end is because he's Arnie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's funny. But anyway, yeah,
Anyway, so we got Arnie who pays no attention to his wife and kids. He loves them, but he's just never around because he's too busy doing business.
Yeah.
Then we've got Ted, the recent divorcee, who's just a stay-at-home wife fucker.
Yeah, truly the dream. Dude.
And anyway, Arnie fucks up. He misses Jake Lloyd's karate class.
Yeah.
Ted's trying to finger his wife.
Yep.
And she says, honey, fuck you.
Yeah.
But you can make this up to me. Your boy, he's so sad.
Yeah.
Because you make him a depressed little
Yeah.
boy. And now he's going to be Darth Vader in the future or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably
But for
because
now,
of you.
Because of you,
Yeah.
Arnie.
As long as you bought that Turbo Man toy that I asked you to buy 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
And then you
the
said,
doll?
of course,
I got
honey.
the doll.
I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Turbo
yeah.
Man.
I got the Turbo Man. Do
Yeah.
not worry. I love you, wife.
That's a really good Arnie, dude.
I like
Don't
that.
let
That's
anyone
awesome.
ever tell you that's not a good Arnie. But also, it feels like it should be an easy accent to do, but.
Yeah. I don't know. I prefer like you'll go and what's her name from Austin Powers? I want to hump a lot.
Oh yeah,
Ivana Hump a lot.
Yeah,
Ivana,
you're sort of
you're going
going
kind of
down
Russian?
that, which I quite
Yeah,
like.
dude.
I
Also,
like that.
same, am I right? Up
Yeah.
top.
Yes, dude, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Anyway,
Because like you you did buy that toy 2 weeks ago,
Yes.
right, Arnie? Because I'm so glad you did.
I bought the toy.
Yeah, I'm so glad you did buy that
I
doll
got to the
because
store.
you know
I went
it
to
would
the
be
store and bought the toy.
it would be impossible to find one now because they're sold out everywhere. And then they do that beautiful like
Yes.
lights out except for like this beautiful spotlight over his eyes as his eyes just bug out.
Oh, dude.
no, it's
And then,
Fuck.
wife, I have to go to the bathroom really quick.
oh no, I got to have a terrible night's sleep.
Fuck, I'm so stressed out.
In the morning, I will go to the toy store and I will buy
It'll be
this
fine.
Turbo Man. How hard can it be?
Yeah, he's got to be around.
But Dad, today's the day of the parade.
Shut up,
and Turbo
son.
Man's gonna be there. No, I'm not going there. But Dad, it's our thing. We've been to this parade every year. Like last year, you weren't there, and the year before you weren't there, and the year before you weren't there, and the year before you weren't there.
Shut up.
I won't be there this time, little kid. I gotta go buy you a Turbo Man. I said I left the Turbo Man in my office.
To the office.
It is fun to do.
It's
Yeah.
really fun to do. and
Anyway,
it's really
he's
fun
like-
to do wrong. This is probably the best, but it's still not right.
No.
Arnie says, fuck it, I can get a Turbo Man.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the mall and it's fucking chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas Eve. What did he
Yeah, what is he?
expect?
Stupid, dude.
Every store is sold out. He keeps trying and he makes friends/enemies with Myron.
Yeah.
A postal worker who has the same goal, but is also a lunatic.
And he's played by
Arnold-
Sinbad.
yeah.
Arnold is a lunatic too, but Sinbad is like, hey man, we're all friends here. We're all just dads trying to do our best.
yeah.
And then the moment that dangles a Turbo Man in front of him,
He
he's like,
loses his
I'll
mind.
kill you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every man for themselves.
Yeah.
I really like the scene where
He gets because there's in this montage at the start, are you about to talk about the pedophile scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just think it's a really fun, like, So Arnie, one of the toy stores is like, this is the way we're going to do it. We got Turbo Man, but we're going to give everybody a ball, and the ball has a number on it. When your number's called, you can come up and get a Turbo
It's a lottery. Because
It's a lottery.
It's a supply and demand. There's not that much supply. There's a lot of demand.
But then obviously there's chaos. The ball pops out of the fighting crowd, and Arnie's got to chase it.
Oh, yeah, because they don't just hand out balls. Like, they start handing out balls, and then it just turns into all out
war.
thing.
Chaos.
This is what I was saying about it being, like, anti-consumerist, because it literally, there's multiple times where it just turns into an angry mob, and people turn into literal animals.
Yeah, I don't think that's anti-consumerist, though.
I think you could read it as anti-consumerist.
You could.
I think if you were doing an analysis of the movie, you could be like, the ways in which this movie presents.
Yes. But like as in a lot of like war films, how it's meant to be, perceived as anti-war. It's just like it's showing the cool shit that happens in war. Everyone's like, well, I'm going to go enlist. It's like, I'm going to go buy a Turbo Man.
I will say that this movie, like, I never had it. I love this movie.
Yeah.
Never got a Turbo Man. Didn't care about getting a Turbo Man. Just thought that Arnold was a cool guy.
Well, they didn't try and make Turbo Man particularly cool.
Yeah.
Anytime Jake Lloyd is like,
Watching
remember as Turbo Man always says, it's always some like annoying moral lesson. He's like a very sincere. Like to try and figure out what I mean, I guess
it was based on
like that.
It was like the Cabbage Patch dolls of like
Craze,
the craze in the 80s, and then when it happened, it was like, oh, it was the Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah.
So again, it's just very funny that we keep doing it.
Yeah.
We keep doing the capitalism.
It happened for Beyblades as well. I don't know. Labubu's is currently happening.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not.
The kids want Labubu's?
Not anymore. But also, like, I mean, like, no matter what toy is successful, it will be adults wrecking it.
Oh, yeah. It's funny with Labubu's. Wasn't Labubu's like it came from just like an artist, maybe a Japanese artist, I might be wrong on that, but that just like did these beautiful illustrations and then somehow, and like maybe even a comic or a manga maybe. I barely know what I'm talking
Chinese
about.
illustrator.
Chinese illustrator, okay. And
because they were like a pop mart thing.
Yeah, but then it just kind of got
Out of hand.
swooped up and out of hand.
Like it is great. It's I guess interesting. There's probably people out there whose job this is, but it's like interesting. Just like what makes one thing really just like for somehow capture the nations.
Yeah.
And you get like like the Tickle Me Elmo craze of like the 90s, where it's just like we didn't expect this one to go so gangbusters. I don't know why it did, but it just did. And now, especially when you have any influencer or like. The wider internet where one thing will just happen and then suddenly you're like, well, we didn't expect this to blow up, but it has.
Like the Dubai chocolate thing too.
Yeah, right.
Brother, that's just chocolate and pistachio.
It's wonderful, delicious thing.
Good, but then it's this very weird thing where you go, that somehow kicks off, it becomes a viral trend, and now you can get the like shitty version of it at Kohl's. Like, what a funny trajectory.
Yeah, and like, if you're like this, like a pistachio farmer being like, this is great.
Yeah, it's good for the pistachio farmers.
Never expect this. Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Finally,
but
making money.
It's I don't. It's weird. It's weird to watch it go. But isn't the thing with Labubu's as well? It's like some shit where like you buy like a Labubu box and you don't know which one you're gonna get. And there's rare ones.
Blind
like
boxes.
They did with Smelly Babies back in the day. Remember Smelly Bellies, whatever they were called.
Dude, can't help you. But what I can help you with,
like Beanie Baby. Anyway,
Beanie.
Yeah, Beanie Babies. I saw a thing the other day where it was like a
Beanie Bears.
Beanie Babies.
Yeah, they were just called Beanie Babies, weren't they?
Yeah.
And there was a thing the other day where they were bears, but they were called Beanie Babies. I saw a thing the other day, somebody had like taken a photograph of an old Beanie Baby book that was like the projected amounts in like 2014 or whatever that they thought they would be worth.
Oh, that rules.
It's so funny.
It's like great.
Multiple like 20, 30 grand for some of them.
Yeah, man. Like those old, you get like Wizard magazine. So it's like, for like comic books and all that kind of stuff. And like news, and then in the back it'd be like a price guide of like the single issues and like, which ones are going to be like, oh, this is going to be
valuable in the future. Yeah,
like this is the first appearance of this character, the first appearance of this character, the death of this character, and like you could just go through it, or just be like, oh, that's worth this much.
I got to get this one. I got to keep this one mint condition.
Got to go, encase it in diamonds.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at it. It's 9.6 and 9.8.
Oh my god, dude.
It's just, the speculative market's kind of just insane and bullshit.
Yeah, fake as fuck.
Like everything, I guess.
Yeah, 100%, dude. There's no rules or laws.
The most expensive Beanie Baby
did
sell for over $1 million Australian dollars.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Is it the limited edition Princess Di one?
Yes, you are
dude,
correct.
the People's Princess.
The second one's a cockatoo that has a misprint.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah, dude.
In my the hierarchy
collection?
of like just in my brain, it's the People's Princess, of
course.
and then a fucked up cockatoo.
Yeah, dude.
And then the third one is an owl that was given out as
love
a graduation
birds.
present.
We love birds.
Okay.
From hearing.
Well, it's
How
funny
is a
with
cockatoo spelled? Like cockatoo? Like
Yeah,
two
yeah.
We got two cocks.
yeah, or is it like a misprint in like the?
Yeah.
The only thing that can make your Beanie Baby more valuable than the original red tag is for there to be some kind of printing error on your toy, as evidenced by the asking pride of this
Yeah.
cuckoo bird.
Well, I mean, that's a classic. That's the same with like coin and stamp collecting too.
Oh, yeah,
If it's
true.
got a misprint or something like that, it's always worth.
Oh, it's so rare because
Well,
there's only there's
there's only
in
3 or
existence.
so of them or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Coin collecting, God, imagine being into that.
Yeah.
I think there'd be something kind of
Yeah.
fun about it. You know,
Yeah.
you get a
I
bunch of
just- how
coins,
do
you get a
you-
bunch of change, and you look through it,
how
and you
do
know
you-
what's valuable and what isn't.
Yeah, I guess. I was like, how do you do that? Like, as in, I understand, you go to like a place, but I want that coin. But like, if you're like started out like the coin collect,
Yeah.
do you just break a 50 and then just start like, ooh, and
Maybe.
and then you're like, oh, this one's from 1982.
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna
you
put
go-
that there, and then you maybe go to the bank and be like, I want to change this for something, but the bank aren't going to let you pick the year.
Well, maybe you got to be clever about it and be like, I'm going to go like, is there a place you can go in Australia where if you break a 50,
yeah.
say it's somewhere rurally maybe,
Oh, yeah.
where you're more likely to get older coins because they're less likely to be
In circulation.
in
right?
circulation
Or
some
is it
shit?
a thing where it's like, well, you have to go to websites and
Yeah.
like other coin collectors? Like,
Well, and even stuff like you go to estate sales,
Yeah.
and if somebody's got a change jar that they haven't touched since 1965,
Oh, yeah.
you're more likely to get coins that
I
are
guess
worth
that-
more
or
to
you,
you.
yeah, you wait for that person to die and you take and you buy their coin
Yeah,
collection.
exactly.
That's
yeah,
how you
yeah,
do
yeah.
it. Like a
Interesting.
vulture.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have nothing of any value in my life.
Me
I don't
neither,
think
dude.
I've bought a single thing that's gone. Actually, I got some records that are worth some money.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Not.
Not enough. Are they going to appreciate in value?
Or like all vinyl will eventually have a warp and die after
Yeah.
like what 20 years or something.
Nah, vinyl lasts way longer than that.
Isn't there a thing now where it's like the
You're thinking of CDs.
Yeah, CDs definitely have like a death.
yes, they do. But doesn't vinyl also have like a
It might, but
a
it's
certain
vinyl's
shelf
only
life.
hitting 100 years now.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, maybe it's not a forever thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I thought it was like going to be like it's like 100 and something years, and so like the first ones and all that were getting printed. They're like, oh, it's coming.
yeah,
It's
maybe.
deteriorating.
But then also like that's been a thing for most technology where like pretty much collecting any kind of anything, music or video games is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
People have found now that DS games don't necessarily work if you haven't put them in for like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So like sealed Pokemon, which are worth thousands and thousands
Yeah,
of dollars,
right.
Now it's like,
might
well,
not be
Huh.
because you
Yeah.
might be buying a product that doesn't work.
Okay, I guess
interesting.
he's buying an art piece then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's if you look after a record, it lasts for a long time.
okay.
Yeah,
Looking it up now.
It's definitely not 20 years.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, like I got some of my parents treated their records like how every parent treated their records, which is just throw them around. Who cares?
Yeah.
and they
Fling them at each other like frisbees.
Yeah,
To get in the mood.
yeah. To make a baby, and that baby was me.
That's right. We yes, we remember you. Yes, we were having a one. Your mother, she flung the Eagles' greatest hits at me. I smashed hit it out
Yeah.
the way with Bing Crosby's.
And that beautiful collection of music.
That cacophony of noise it made you.
Bing Crosby and the Eagles. That is a
yeah,
cool
man.
mix. Anyway, so
It just sounds like a boring person at Christmas.
yeah,
Eagles and Bing
very true,
Crosby.
very
Yeah.
true.
Anyway, so basically, you got Sinbad, you got Arnold. They're like, we got to go get Turbo Man.
Oh, that's right. I was explaining the pedophile bit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he's chasing after the ball, and the ball bounces out of the toy store and into the lap of a little girl in a pram. And then Arnie chases down this little girl into a play area and then into the ball pit where he confronts this little girl and he's like, give me the ball. And she puts the ball in her mouth. And as he's about to get it from her, a bunch of mums come out and just start hitting him with bags and calling him a pervert.
Yeah.
And then he flees these mums. It's just like such a funny, like, that would ruin your life, right?
Right.
like,
And also, it's not, the 7 foot
Yeah, like this
Well-built
7-foot
Austrian man.
muscular Like they should have called the police. On
Yeah.
him,
Just
right?
open fire.
It's just-
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's just a
I
very
remember-
fun. It's like such a like isn't this funny moment for something that is just like very fucked up.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of moments in this that are just like so strange and kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So we got that. Then obviously there's he's like, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll speak to a mall Santa who's probably got the connection. So pretty much they set up a bad Santa, Jingle All the Way.
Well, no, because
crossover.
it's
he's walking by.
he's walking by being like, I'm not the pervert.
Yeah.
I'm not the pervert. And the Santa who hears him and saw all that is like, hey, guy, come here.
You want this?
You want
With
this?
We want this?
If that Santa was saying, hey, come here, I'd be like, that's a pedophile.
That's a pedophile. I'm about.
He thinks I'm
yep,
a pedophile.
Yep.
That Santa's
Yep,
a pedophile.
I'm a
pedophile!
I'm about to be invited into a ring. I need to call the
Uh-oh.
cops right now.
That would be my first words out of my mouth. Hey, Santa, I'm not a pedophile. Okay. That's a very funny scene. But then Santa takes him to an underground workshop of criminal Santas.
And they're like, here's a Turbo Man. And he
It's played by
presses it.
Belushi.
Yeah.
Crazy to see.
and
The Turbo
isn't the
Man-
elf also someone?
Vernon Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Vern Troyer. Yeah.
Yes.
The Turbo Man that they have is very clearly bootleg.
Yeah.
They press his thing and he speaks in Spanish.
Yeah. He speaks in Spanish and then he falls apart.
Yeah.
Some assembly required. It's
Yeah.
fine. It cost him $300 as well. And
Yeah.
he's just like, well, give me my money back.
Yeah.
And it's like, all
refunds.
sales are final kind of stuff. And then it's a Santa fight.
And then we get one of many scenes in this movie that ends with an all-out, all-in brawl.
Yeah.
Happens in the shop earlier. Happens again here, except this time it's Arnold versus a whole bunch of Santas.
Yeah, dude. It's
And then I do
then
like,
a police raid
I like
happens.
how it just ends with Howard grabbing a toy badge and being like, I'm a special agent.
Yeah, I've been working
I've
these
been looking
guys for months."
sloppy. This is sloppy. Everybody arrest someone.
Yeah.
And he just like leaves. It's great.
Yeah, nobody questions it. He gets out. He kind of catch me if you cans them in a way.
Yeah.
And then I love that it cuts from that to him just like he's like car runs out of gas.
Yeah.
And he's got to push it through the snow or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like such chaos into just beans. My car's out of gas.
It's just this kind of thing because he's got less than what? Realistically, 6 hours to get all this done.
Yeah.
It would be
And
so hard to
much
jingle all
happens.
the way in that period of time.
And then he meets up with old mate
Sinbad at a
again,
bar.
and he's like realizing he's like, how bad can it be? A stupid toy.
Yeah.
This is bad.
It
This is why I
means
don't think it's
nothing.
this anti-consumerist.
Yeah, because the
again,
movie's like,
it's
toy is so important to you.
because Sinbad's like, do you know this guy? It's like, I forget the guy's name, but it's like, he's the CEO of some big company. It's like, his dad got him the toy that I wanted when I was a kid.
The special
and
gun.
I never got that.
Yeah.
And so then Artie's looking at this like Sinbad, imagining his kid being this piece of shit,
Yeah.
drinking alone in a diner on Christmas Eve and a big failure. And he's like, I have to get my kid that.
If I
Because if
don't-
I don't, that kid, he's going to grow up to be him.
I don't want
this
my kid to grow up
before-
to be Sinbad.
Is this before or after he then calls up Jamie and yells at him?
Um,
Because that happens in the diner. I just can't remember if he...
I think that is either.
I think it's after. No, I think it's before, honestly.
And then he's extra bummed out. That's his Sinbad.
Yeah.
He's like,
And then, thank goodness, there's a radio show happening. And if you call in with all of the reindeer's names, you will get a Turbo Man. They'll give you a Turbo Man doll. Then they have a fight over the phone.
They
break the phone.
But then they like run to the radio station. At all these points, because again, it's like they go montage of like first like trying to find the Turbo Man, then the montage of like everywhere sold out. They're laughing at him.
Yeah.
Dr. Spacheman's there.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. What's his name? That guy he's everywhere now, but this is like a very early role of
Cyril
his.
Figures from Archer.
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
talking about, what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. Anyway, he's there. Like I'm like, neat.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, montage
Chris
of that.
Parnell.
Chris Parnell, that's right.
Montage of like everything's out of like, there's no Turbo Man, and then it's like, the one where it's like a competition, almost like a lottery, whatever.
Yeah.
But at no point in these ones does it work. Like, does Arnie or Howard, does it work how he thinks it is? Because again, it's like, got to get this ball from this from this child. but it's like the ball was the chance to win.
Yeah.
And like
the ball's not a Turbo
you go
Man
and kind
doll.
of, and I love that
because he's not listening.
he's not listening. He never listens, which is a big part of his problem.
Yeah.
And like he never listens, and he's just not paying attention, and he's just like, that's the goal. He's very much like, what's happening? Oh, that is, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And the same thing with like the radio. Like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, the phone got cut. Okay, we're gonna run there and yell the reindeer at the DJ as opposed to that's not how a competition works.
No. In what world,
No,
Arnie?
but we're building up to the best scene. Well, the best 1-2 punch scene of the whole movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, so you get it. He's in his little friendly, well, not even friendly, competition with Sinbad, and they get there and he just bursts in, breaks a door, like completely. He's like trying to like smash this the door to a radio station, opens it, shatters the glass, which if it's a real radio station, holy shit. The strength that man has to break that glass.
Because that's soundproof.
Wow.
That's like a soundproof booth. Fuck, that's true.
Just regular man strength.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
just a regular
He's a
American man.
7 foot American man.
American man who came from Austria.
DJ's shitting his pants.
Yeah. When they go, give me the Turbo Man doll.
Donner Blitzen, Comet Cupid.
He's like, what the fuck's happening, dude? And then he's like, that's not, I don't have the doll. What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
The doll you'll get, in 3 to 4 weeks or whatever.
Here's a gift certificate. And then like both the Sinbad and him are like, you're a piece of shit. We hate you. Great.
And then because you can't storm a radio station that is live on air, ambush the...
That would be crazy
that's right.
to hear.
If they
your
ambush
car.
that. Then Sinbad is just like, no, give me the doll. Here's the thing. I have a bomb. All the while, this is clearly on air.
Yeah. Well, crazy day on the radio.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, he's like, I've got a bomb, let me on. So they do. And then obviously the cops get called. It's the same cop from earlier in the show that Arnie's run over his bike. And then cops are called. Cops turn up.
Yeah.
Sinbad's like, I've got a bomb.
They use that
Because the first bomb was he was doing a little prank. He
Yeah.
was being like, hey, I'm a postal worker. People, I don't have to make bombs. People send bombs all the time.
Yeah.
Don't you read the news? It's a bomb, and it's not a bomb. It's something
Yeah.
else. And then he's just like, he does the exact same trick, like with the cops being like, "It's a bomb. You got to let us leave, and
Yeah.
I will know." And so he does. They leave.
let
And
him
then they
leave.
pick up the package. And it
Guess
is a
what?
bomb.
It's a bomb.
He gets this lovely scene of both Arnie and Sinbad, the separate places, as a goes off. Arnie looks up, and I'm like, oh my god, he killed all, he fucking killed all those pigs. He motherfucking killed them
all those
pigs.
fucking
Jesus
pigs.
Christ!
He
And
did,
then
he
it cuts to them, and they're just cartoon style blowed up.
Yeah, but
Surely Sinbad is going to go to jail for a really long
Real long time at the end of this.
But Sinbad's response is like, what's wrong with this country?
Yeah.
We're trying to blow up the mailman. It's so awesome.
It's really funny. It's a really funny
And then
moment.
for the rest of the movie, that cop just has bandages wrapped all over his hands because he was holding the bomb.
Yep.
And then Arnie returns to his home.
Oh.
And for another incredible scene.
And then we get Arnie looking through his home window to find piece of shit wife finger of Ted.
Yeah.
Putting the star on his tree.
And there's also a good Ted scene we should talk about earlier where he calls his home and he gets Ted.
Oh.
And Ted just makes 1 million sexual innuendos.
about
He's basically like,
eating his wife out.
he's like,
he's
I'm
eating-
just eating your wife's cookies
Yeah.
right now.
And he takes a bite and he's like,
It's so good I'm coming, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I'm jacking my dick off in your kitchen, and I'm gonna eat out your wife.
yeah,
What,
your
Merry
wife is
Christmas.
currently having a shower. You want me to go check in
Do you
on
want me to
her?
go see your wife's tits and bush?
I assume
Honey
you
bunny?
do. I
It's
assume you do.
1996.
Yeah.
Bush is out.
Bush is out. That's true, dude. But also in a way, Bush is in.
1996? No, Clinton's in.
Clinton's in. Fuck. You're right, dude.
Damn.
You're right. Never
God.
mind.
Bush out for Clint.
Bush out for Clinton, dude.
That would have been really clever if it
I know.
had lined up.
Yeah, I was nearly
Yeah.
really smart.
Alas.
Unfortunately, I remain
Alas.
stupid.
Yeah. And Bush also, you literally,
Yeah.
either side,
I know.
Yeah.
straight down the middle.
Imagine if
This
I nailed
movie
that,
could
though.
never have been made
No.
in George Bush's America. Oh, you want to talk about a pre-9/11
This is
movie?
a pre-us 9/11 ass
You're
movie.
not, you're not making a kids movie joke about mail bombs
No.
after 2001.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Anyway,
But then,
so
Ted, he's like, because at the start, a little bit of like, Chekhov's gun here. Ted is like, oh, I bought my little beautiful boy a Turbo Man that's nestled quite safely under our Christmas tree.
Yes.
Also, I've bought a reindeer.
Yeah. And Arnie goes, well, the reindeer, not so much, but the Turbo Man doll, that could solve. Arnie at this point has been pushed so far that he's like, I already blew up a fucking radio station.
Exactly.
I might as well rob my
He
neighbor.
hates Turbo Man. He's already like, he got into a fight with a cardboard cutout of Turbo Man.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's Ted trying to think of my beautiful wife. I'm going to steal his gift to his kid.
Oh, it's the best. But then, well, he fights a reindeer.
Well, he leaves. He steals the toy.
Yeah.
And he's leaving. He has this moment of like, wait,
What am I
What the
doing?
fuck am I doing?
I've been driven insane.
He's gone to my head. He's gone too far. It's this moment where he's like, yeah, I get it. I've lost my marbles here. I'm gonna go put this back because clearly this is I've gone too far. But a reindeer who seems to hate the shit out of Arnie, partly because he sees maybe him as a threat,
I guess,
and like they haven't had the wonderful respect that the reindeer will eventually gain for Arnie when he punches it in the face. The reindeer attacks, and then
Arnie just punches
the reindeer in the head, dude.
Yeah, man. He gets
It's
like,
an incredible
there's like a
moment.
fire breaks out. Like Arnie is.
Arnie's set his piece of shit neighbor.
Oh
Ted's
my
house
god!
on
He's
fire.
trying. He's like he's realized he's got a mistake, but the reindeer's attacking him. Oh, again, the chaos of it all.
Yeah.
And then like he breaks the head of Balthazar, one of the wise men.
Yep.
It's on fire now, and he throws it out the window. And that's when he gets found out to be like, hang on, hey Howard, are you literally stealing a child's toy from underneath the Christmas tree?
And I love it.
There's no what it looks
he's
like.
No, you don't
You
understand.
little bit yes.
As though there's any explanation he could give. Like if she was like, well, explain it to me, Howard, and he was like, I've been trying to get a Turbo Man doll all day, and it's very hard. So I thought I'd steal
you told
from a
me
child.
you already had a Turbo Man.
Yes.
And so she's like, well, we need to go to the parade. And you're not invited, and Ted is gonna come.
Yeah.
He'll drive.
I'm gonna
us.
let Ted finger me.
And and Ted's like,
Sorry,
don't worry,
pal.
buddy. I'll finger your wife later. Goodbye. And then Arnie's very depressed.
He's very sad.
very
then
sad. Reindeer breaks through.
Yeah.
To celebrate, he punches a reindeer. Then he's sad.
Yeah.
And then he's drinking with the reindeer.
Because the reindeer, now finally there's respect.
Yeah, exactly. They've come together.
They've bonded.
Friends.
He's now all of a sudden getting drunk by drinking straight spirits and pouring it into the reindeer's bowl, who's also drinking something.
He's getting the
And then
reindeer
they're just
drunk as fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
And this is a kid's movie, and it's awesome.
And then I guess drunk, he goes to the parade.
Yeah.
Where he
Runs into his good friend, the officer that just got mail bombed.
Yeah.
A chase ensues.
And as part of that chase, he finds himself backstage where they say, oh, you're the guy here to replace the other guy? And he goes,
What? Yes, maybe, huh?
and then they strap him into a real-life Turbo Man outfit.
With all working accessories.
Yeah. It's just a one-to-one, like, actual Turbo Man.
Yeah.
That's
They were
not
like,
safe.
We were like, oh
not
yeah,
safe.
you know Iron Man? Well, yeah, we got his suit.
We're doing that.
We did
for
it.
real.
For real, in a
Turbo Man
parade.
is real life, dude. And then obviously that goes about as bad as you can imagine.
Yeah, it gets real crazy because he gets to pick a kid out of the audience, so he picks out his own son, obviously.
There's
then
the guy, the Booster's there.
Yeah.
Horrible Booster.
Yeah.
He's like,
what are
and
you
then he's
doing,
like, I'm going to
man?
use this
Yeah.
to get a special limited edition
Turbo
Man. Then he pulls up Jamie, and then as Jamie comes up, they're like, oh no, who's that? It's Turbo Man's nemesis, the Dementor.
Yeah.
AKA the Mailman.
Sinbad.
Myron somehow is dressed as Dementor.
Yeah.
Simon figured it out.
I don't know. It's really funny because obviously, so fight with Dementor ensues.
Yeah.
Arnie saves the day.
Yeah.
Myron almost kills Turbo Man's son for real.
And then in the end, he gives him the toy. He gives like the limited edition Turbo Man to Jake Lloyd. Jake Lloyd goes, "Oh my god, how did you know that I would love? Oh, I wish my dad was here." And then he goes, I am your dad. And he goes, whoa. And then Jake Lloyd gives the Turbo Man doll to Sinbad.
Yeah.
Who is definitely going to jail.
He's being escorted away by the police in cuffs.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. He did bomb a radio station and he did chase a little boy.
He kidnapped a child.
Off the ledge of a very large...
I think if I was Arnie, I'd be like,
building.
I appreciate the good sentiment, son, but
Please keep it. This
keep
man's
the
going
toy
to
you want as
jail.
well. Even if you don't want it, there are other children here.
Yeah. There's that moment where they're both hanging off like a ladder.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of structure and they're falling. The jingle bells fall and they smash. There's a bit of like, oh no, what's going to happen? And Sinbad falls because Arnie throws a boomerang, and what does a boomerang do but returns?
Yeah.
And that gets him and he falls, and that's how they get and they capture him. But then, like, there's this moment of, like, superhero triumphant of, like, wow, he saved the day. And then he just remembers that his child is entangling.
Yeah. He forgot.
And he's like, oh, shit. And then he falls, and then he catches him. And, like, thankfully, he figured out how to
use the suit.
You get some awesome flying scenes where he's just going fucking
but
shit.
spinning around, he, like, lands on a flag and spins. It's so crazy. Imagine you're in the crowd and you see this happen. Yeah. And then you see him reveal to Jake Lloyd that he's Jake's dad. Yeah. And I go, what? Did I never have a chance of getting the doll? Was this set up from the start that he was going to give it to his son?
I mean, cool chase scene that we saw, but...
What the fuck is happening?
I wouldn't be worried that I was going to get the Timberman, but it would be a little of like, what the fuck just happened?
What am I watching?
You see Sinbad like run off, like Jake Lloyd. He runs away, and then Sinbad chases him off the float, up a fire escape or whatever. And like the mum is like, "But my boy," and a cop's like, "It's all part of the show. Don't you worry." And she's like, "No, I think
I know if my boy was part of the show."
And then also like you've also got to remember that like crazy flying stuff where where Arnold Schwarzenegger flies into the flag.
Yeah. But it's also funny to like if you believe it's all part of the show. The bad guy of a kid's show getting taken away by real cops is really funny. It's like if you were watching like a He-Man thing and then Skeletor got taken away by the police.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome, dude.
Anyway, everything's happy.
Yeah.
Until, and I'm almost 100% sure neither of you saw this, movie ends.
Oh, the
credits happen. I was wrong because Joel Zammett has seen it.
Yeah.
But then we get a post-credit scene. Now, in this post-credit scene, it takes place after, presumably Sinbad's currently in prison. It's a few hours later. Howard's finishing decorating the Christmas tree with his beautiful wife, unfingered by Ted.
Yeah, nice.
And she's
pre-fingered by Howard.
Yeah, and then she's just like reminiscing. Well, maybe not. She's reminiscing about how crazy it was and like how much effort that Howard went to get Turbo Man for his boy Jamie.
Yeah.
And then Liz says, but it really just makes me wonder. And he goes, what? Like, he's like, this is a nice moment. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
She's like, well, if you went to all of that, what did you get me? And then it's the same expression of when he realizes.
Just to zoom into his eyes, bucket out. Oh, no.
And then they did make a Jingle All the Way too.
But it's pretty much just a remake of Jingle All the Way 1.
It's bizarre. It's starring Larry the Cable Guy
as Larry.
Yeah, I mean, it's a remake, but it's like a sad remake.
Yeah, it's like a cash grab, but the plot is pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's about it getting a teddy bear for his daughter. But whereas Ted is like a rich kind of like everyman who just doesn't have time for his kid.
You mean Howard?
Howard, sorry.
Yes.
Larry the Cable Guy, I think, is just like poor. It's like he just can't afford the bear. It's apparently got a very sad energy, the Jingle All the Way sequel.
Truck driver Larry competes with the current husband of his former wife.
Yeah, it's already sadder.
Yeah.
The wealthy businessman Victor for his 8-year-old daughter Noel's attention. Noelle, I'm guessing, actually. Larry tries to find out what Noelle wants most by secretly opening her letters to Santa Claus after offering to mail it for her.
Also,
it's sad
real
and strange.
Sad.
Yeah,
it's real sad.
It's a weird sequel that they made. They should have just, I mean, like, the premise is good.
Yeah, I think, the post-credit sting was meant to be this like, if it does well, maybe we'll do a sequel.
Yeah.
But then to imagine that sequel, I don't see how that follows on from this because again, this is like a kid's film.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because it's like, the dad is trying to get the thing for the kid, this toy, whatever, right? But then it's like the sequel it's really more grown up.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's now this husband.
And it's not
doing
there's no kid thing.
Like it's wacky antics or whatever
and
to get his wife. Why?
And it's not like in this one. It's like I got to get the Turbo Man. In this one, he's like, "What does my wife like?
What does my
do I
wife
get her?
want?" And I have to get her something incredible.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day. This is now Christmas Eve. So it's either going to be like a very early morning Christmas movie.
It could be
or like that night he's got to do something.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what does he do?
Maybe it's,
like,
at night his wife goes to bed, he gets up, then he's got to spend all night out there trying to find his wife
What? Is he trying to buy her a thing or make an
Turbo Man
experience?
for her?
Like,
I don't know.
What is the Turbo Man for Turbo Wife?
What does the Turbo Wife want?
Yeah, Turbo Wife.
What's the ultimate present for a wife?
What happens to Ted at the end? He just go home sad to his half burnt down house.
Yeah, and his beautiful son.
Beautiful son, I love dearly.
And that concussed and drunk
Concussed
reindeer.
Yeah, you shouldn't be giving that reindeer that much booze after you knocked it out.
Yeah, you can
With
imagine
your
Ted
fist.
sitting there on his couch looking at the Christmas tree and he's like, yeah, look, I'm trying to figure the guy's wife. But look what the fuck he did to my house.
Like, first off, I had some spare.
I figured every wife in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I had some spare lights. I went up there on in the middle of December or end of December where like there's snow everywhere onto his roof to nail up some lights because he didn't have any and I had some spare. I was doing a nice thing.
Sure.
I mean, yes. Was I trying to finger his wife? Yes.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged.
Fair enough.
But I'm a
However-
notorious wife fingerer. That's what I do.
Dude,
That's who I am.
fingering a beautiful wife, like lusting to finger a beautiful wife is a crime.
Yeah.
Put me in jail
Exactly.
for life.
I am
lock me
guilty
up.
as charged. But I did it. I love lovely thing. And then when he was, I don't know where he
Beautiful
was.
wife, 25 to life. That's what I always say.
Yeah. I mean, when he was out missing,
Yeah, he's
presumed,
not
who
looking
knows?
after his kid. I don't know what he was fucking doing.
I was there helping out, with the cookies and everything.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, was I hoping to
It
see a little
was
titty? Of course.
in laying the groundwork to finger his wife.
Yes.
But it is funny. I kind of love Ted's character that they're like, his wife died.
No.
Oh, divorced?
Yes.
Okay. I thought she was dead for some reason. Maybe I'm getting confused with I'll Be Home for Christmas. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But either way, his wife leaves him and he's like, all right.
Time to finger the neighborhood.
Let's get crazy.
Because his kid is like, Jake Lloyd is like, I wish my dad was, like your dad. Your dad's so awesome. He got you a reindeer. And the reindeer he calls Ted or whatever. And then he's like, yeah, my dad was actually like a piece of shit, workaholic, barely spoke to me, but then he got divorced. And now he's putting in the hard yards.
Oh, dude. I'll tell you what, in a way it is my fantasy to be a Ted type character. To live in a suburban cul-de-sac and to be fucking everyone's wife while the husband's out at work. Like, are you kidding me?
You really should have watched
Desperate Housewives? Yeah,
man.
I should have,
Up your
dude.
alley,
Yeah.
man.
I think that would be
alley.
worth the eventual beating when all of the husbands come together to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I think as
Yeah.
they laid blow upon blow into my face and chest and back, I would say this was worth it.
This is worth it. I got to finger all your
I
beautiful
fingered
wives.
every wife in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's really good. You all said you're a layabout, you don't work. Well,
Which
Exactly.
character would he relate to most in Desperate Housewives? I'm a big Carlos man.
okay.
But only, I think in later seasons. I'm pretty sure in the first season he's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
What's the fucking guy's name?
one that dies?
No. Wait. Yes, but not straight away.
Yeah. God, it's been a long time since I've seen.
Terry Hatch's
Yes.
guy, the plumber.
Okay.
Jim's plumbing?
Jim's plumbing could be Jim's
Dude, you
plumbing.
gotta watch Desperate Housewives. I
Yeah,
reckon
like
you'd-
that guy had I will finger all the housewife energy.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'd also love to have sex with someone's wife while they're away at war. I think that'd be really cool to do.
to become a draft dodger that also ruins relationships.
Like dodging the draft.
Hey, I know. Look, you might want to write a little Dear John letter, but can I
write
help
the Dear
you
John
write
letter?
the Dear John letter?
Please. I know, obviously, when your husband comes back from the war, traumatized and muscular,
Yes,
he's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Yes.
But until then, please, there's not that many men around.
I'm begging you.
Right?
Begging
Obviously, I'm not your first pick, or even
Exactly.
second or third.
Exactly,
But all
but-
the good men are away at war.
All the good men are at war, and I am the father of your child.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Think about that.
Sorry?
All right. Oh, dude, the dream. That's awesome. And then I join up the army just so I can tell all the men.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, boys, how's the war going?
Guess
I
what?
fucked all your wives.
Hey! How good's that?
Hey?
Eh?
Don't trade your guns on me.
What's going on?
I'm not the bad guy.
I'm not. They're over there.
They're over there.
They're over there. I'm the good guy.
Don't kill Jackson.
Oh, God, he was comforting your beautiful
Yeah,
wives.
exactly.
when
Your
you were at
wives were so
war.
lonely.
He
And
was
now
just
I'm at
simply
war.
caressing that wonderful breast.
Yeah. Now, who here amongst us doesn't want to fondle your own wife's breast?
Yeah,
Exactly.
You
so you
know-
can imagine where I was.
You know how beautiful and sexy your wives are. Put yourself in my shoes, gentlemen. Tell me you wouldn't. Okay? All right, now let's do this war. No, then I just
What's
get
that?
this. I do,
Bayoneted in the back of the head. Crazy.
oh, that's insane, dude. Buried with no grave? Wow.
Well, I think it might just be this one that's covered in piss and shit.
Worth it, dude. Worth every second. Is
Mike
it?
Delphine, though, was the guy's name we were trying to think of.
Okay.
Yes.
Mike.
Okay.
Rest in peace. Carlos lives, though.
Carlos lives. Nice.
Carlos lives.
Yeah, this was a good movie, dude. Good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah,
Funny
pick.
movie. Arnie's the everyman
Yeah,
Arnie
yeah.
era is my favorite Arnie era, which is 2 movies.
It's also, I was like reading some of the reviews. Like, again, not as beloved as I
No,
thought.
no,
it would
not at
be.
People
all.
hate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause
considered
they're
one of
like,
the worst.
look, to be fair, the reasons people say it's bad are things that happen in the movie. But I think that actually makes the movie good and not bad because they're like, it's so over the top and
Yep.
Yeah.
like chaotic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the humor and the humor and tone are wildly different between scenes. And
Yeah.
but
correct.
that's good. He's a man losing
Yeah,
his
dude.
mind.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The one that I don't understand though is criticisms towards Schwarzenegger's performance.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's an everyman.
Yeah. He's doing just normal Arnie stuff. Like, this is not like a bad version of Arnie. This is just how Arnie is in every movie.
Like, it is weird to be like, oh, you know, like a bad actor or an actor who's typecast will be like, oh, I can't separate who they are as an individual but, you know, when they're performing. But in this, I'm like, oh, no, I can imagine Arnie with a wife and kids.
Yeah, me
like,
too. Yeah.
I understand that. I guess, like, you know, even as a salesman, he was pulling that off. Like, he was, like, you know, on the phone, constantly looking. Like,
Yeah.
again, like, to me, I was like, okay, no, it was
believed him.
very believable.
Absolutely. Maybe if we were immersed in like that Arnie era where we'd seen him in like a bunch of action movies,
maybe.
it would have felt weirder. But I think in a way that makes it better. It's cool looking at the director. They have done a bunch of movies that have this exact energy. Like they did the Flintstones, the 90s Flintstones
God,
movie.
that movie also rocks.
Beethoven,
Another-
Problem
actually,
Child 2.
I will say that the Flintstones movie and this do have a similar energy of like, it feels kind of like they've made like a slapstick movie for adults.
Yeah.
But then they just turned the humor down. They're like, oh, I guess it's for kids now.
Well,
The
yeah.
Flintstones feels heaps like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff where it's like it needs to be toned out, like the bomb going off, and it cuts
Yeah.
to what is in effect a Looney Tune style,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
bomb going off, and the you know the zooming around on the flagpole and just like spinning. Yes, they kind of have to be like that's very cartoony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and but then at the same time, it's like they do have them being a
You've
maniac.
got Ted.
You've got Ted.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a
Exactly.
very
What, like-
obviously.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what kids movie has a Ted?
Yeah.
Well, but no, but I
yeah.
think the trick is that kids' movies do have a Ted, but not one so overtly
Yeah.
sexual.
Yeah.
You know, like kids' movies will have this guy is going to, or like maybe not kids' movies, but like this kind of family comedy.
like
They
Liar,
will-
Liar, Liar is what I
Yeah,
can
they'll
think
have
of,
like,
but even
oh,
then, that
there's
wasn't a kid's
Liar
film.
Liar is not a kid's
That's what I
movie.
mean.
yeah, but no, but they'll have like this guy. It's like if the protagonist fails, then this guy might horn in.
Yeah.
But Ted's only
Ted's-
in it for the nookie.
Yeah, and what I do like, and then I thought this was like you know, good for the thing with Ted because initially you're like, oh, Ted is not only is he being like trying to finger all your wives,
Yeah.
he's also being a pretty good dad because he's there, he's giving
He's going to
them,
finger
like,
your wife and steal your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's that moment when, like the Howard's wife goes up to have a shower or whatever, and then like the kids in the background being all like, loud. He's just like, he just drops he just drops the act. And he becomes that like shut up kids, kind of like that aggressive. And you're like, oh, it's all everything. Even the whole being like, I'm gonna make myself look like an incredible single dad so that I can finger more wives.
Yeah, dude.
And that's he's in it for the nookie.
He's in it for the nookie. Makes you wonder what kind of a dad he is to his own son.
Yeah.
His own son seems happy.
Well, now, because he got divorced. I mean, this is like,
That's a crazy thing to grow up with, being like, the only reason my dad treats me well is if he's fucking wives.
Yeah. He uses me as bait to impress the sad housewives in the neighborhood. And I benefit from that. Am I okay with it?
Yeah, I
guess.
So.
I am 10, and when I'm older talking to my therapist, I got to be like, the only reason my dad was actually like, I have a complicated relationship with my father. He was there for me. He did care for me. He bought me like anything I ever wanted. Like he went above and beyond. Like he came to my karate games.
He bought me the Turbo Man doll. But
he was prepared. It was
so that he could fuck the other wives in the neighborhood.
He did it all to fuck the other wives.
Yeah. I don't know.
But he was there for me.
Well, yeah, it's still, does it count? Does it count? Well, when he's 85 or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to be a good grandpa to, I don't know, man. Ted's a one of the most complicated characters in film.
Yeah.
Is Ted
he's a
Jingle All the
complicated
Way.
man with a very simple goal.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude.
Really good movie.
Yeah.
Ted, look, it's a tricky one because I think Howard is the best character in this movie.
Absolutely.
But Ted, obviously, huge MVP as well.
I will say,
shout outs.
Sinbad, great character.
Yeah.
But it's kind of he's not as entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw this as a kid, I was like, Sinbad's so funny, dude. But like, he's kind of not on he's not as funny as I remembered him on a rewatch.
His thing,
Arnie's stuff and Ted's stuff makes me laugh way more.
I think his thing is just like the joke is just like how on the edge this man is.
Yeah. I think maybe I'm just not a Sinbad guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like a lot of the Sinbad stuff was improv and like it was like him bouncing off Arnie and that kind of stuff. Arnie
Which is
bouncing off
also
Sinbad,
funny to like be like Arnie improvise.
And like watching
Sinbad.
watching that, you just see Arnie like not get a word in for a while, and then he's usually like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah. I don't have anything to say to you about Schwarzenegger. Sorry.
I like how your Arnie's very sleepy.
I need to get the turbo out for my son.
Turbo man. But like, it's just I think if you would ever sort of either redo this movie and not do like a Turbo Man, Jingle Away 2, but like another kind of like version of this, you almost want a little bit more from the frenemy that is. Sinbad.
I think
like,
Sinbad's the weakest part of the movie, honestly.
Yeah, like you almost like you don't see his family, you don't ever see like what he's doing, like, kind of stuff like that. And it's just like, he is this just a man. He's
just sort of
very
a
much
lunatic.
On the edge.
Who would you, if you were making a Jingle All the Way 2 or a Jingle All the Way reboot, what modern actor does the Arnie thing?
Okay.
What modern actor could you put in this to make it work? Because you can't pick someone who's too good.
Yeah.
You need to pick someone where it's kind of bizarre. You need to somehow.
You need
who can you thread the?
So I was going to say Hugh Jackman, but then I realized no, too good.
Yeah.
He'd be a good Ted.
Yeah, sure.
Hugh Jackman as Ted is good casting.
Yeah.
Maybe not slimy enough.
No, he could play slimy. I think Hugh Jackman could do it.
Because he could be charming, and that's going to like.
He would have to though do an Australian accent. For some reason, that's what ticks it over in my brain.
Yeah.
If he's the hot Australian single dad that's fucking all the wives, then it could work.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really have any meathead actors anymore.
Well, no, because Arnie's whole thing was that he came across like a meathead, but it was actually kind of smart with his roles, which is
for sure.
Because that's why Arnold doesn't end up going down like the Seagal or even like the Stallone route where it's just churning out dog shit.
Yeah.
He does have dog shit in his filmography, but it's not. There's not like 10 years of just like,
I'll say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And the problem is that if you look at a bunch of the other, by meathead actor, I don't mean that they themselves are stupid, but they have this kind of like
meathead vibe. Like they're very muscular, whatever. I don't know, because again, I'm trying to think of like who's kind of more modern. Like he's in a lot of stuff. I'm like Glenn Powell, but I guess he'd be a better Ted than
because the thing
Howard.
is, you need someone who is kind of not a bad actor,
and this
but
is
weird.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He's not big.
Okay.
But like have like I reckon Paul Rudd could play either role.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, you want someone that's not good in a weird way.
What about Jeremy Renner?
Jeremy Renner. Now that's an interesting choice.
What is it? It's like
Well, if we're doing the
not
Australian-
date night, it's
Yeah.
the one where it's like Jeremy Renner and what's his name? Michael from Arrested Development.
Oh yeah.
Tag?
Yeah, is it Tag or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one where there's rumors that Jeremy Renner has CGI arms because apparently he broke his arms at the start of filming.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where I might have said Gal Gadot.
As who?
As Arnie.
Oh, okay. No.
You know, but I don't think that anymore.
No.
He's a little bit old, but Vin Diesel, I think, could also have done it.
Yeah, Vinny D could have.
Oh, no, you know what?
I don't think
What
so.
about Batista? Dave
Oh,
Batista.
yeah.
Batista could do it, but it's a thing again where I'm like, I like seeing. I think Batista can do interesting things with like this role. You want someone. I think Vinny D. I don't know, because Vinny D's weird.
Yeah.
You need someone where you go, I can't believe this man is an everyman.
Yeah.
He's not an everyman.
Like,
but the
again-
movie's trying to convince me he is.
Again, The Rock, but like maybe like 10 years ago kind of thing.
Oh yeah, The Rock. The Rock could do it if they were like not going squeaky clean. Because I could imagine a remake of this with The Rock that does not have any of the edge of the original.
Well, if you remake this, you'd have to decide if it's for kids or for adults.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that would be adjusted, like
Yeah, where you slide in that scale.
Yeah.
because you can't release it like this.
What about this for choices? He's too old now, but Ron Perlman.
What about someone that looks slightly younger,
Yeah.
but also like as an everyman, especially if he's like in one of his bigger phases?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, good choice.
Oh yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
I've seen him as an environmental scientist, so
Yeah.
I'll believe anything. Mark Wahlberg.
You go do what's the one where it's he's like like Will Ferrell? Yeah, it's Will Ferrell and Marky Mark.
Oh, the other guys or whatever. Is that one?
No, the one where like whatever. It's like it's like Will Ferrell's married to like someone who's extremely attractive and
Yeah, that's the other guy.
Is that,
Yeah,
is that
the other
guy?
guys. Yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg's like, shit, man, you've got a hot wife. And he's like, shut up about my boring wife.
Yeah,
Like,
my wife's
I'm so
ugly and
embarrassed.
stupid,
Yeah.
but she's gorgeous.
Because again, like those two, you could play off each other.
Yeah. I think.
What about?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's a little bit too old, but I think that this would make it even more crazy. Jason Statham.
Yes. I think Jason Statham's a very good choice.
Okay, may I present who I think would be an interesting Sinbad?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or Sinbad character. Tom Cruise.
Jason Statham and Tom Cruise?
Because I think
Whoa.
if Tom Cruise could channel that like the night and day or whatever, like
Yeah.
how it's very manic energy, I think that'd be for an insane film.
Yeah.
What about Jason Statham and Chris Hemsworth? Because they're like totally different.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Statham just like, Dermot.
Okay, yeah.
And also, British accent,
Yeah.
never addressed that he's not American.
That's
True. And again, with Hemsworth, Australian accent,
Yeah.
never addressed. And then you
Yeah.
have Hugh Jackman, also Australian accent, because then you also have the added thing of like, motherfucking Australians coming
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
This one's trying to finger my wife. This one's trying to take my
You're sitting there being
child's
like, was
present.
this funded by
What the
Screen
fuck is going
Australia?
on
What's
here?
going on?
was funded by me.
We can film this entirely in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got to
Jingle
get
All
a
the-
Turbo Man action figure. Give it to me now.
it's for me boy.
It's for my son. He won't respect me if I don't get him the Turbo Man. Oh, you idiot. There's no Turbo Man left. I'll kill you.
I got this cunt here trying to finger me wife, and I got this cunt here.
Hugh
trying to
Jackman's at
finger-
home fingering my wife right now.
God, it pisses me off.
Makes
Could
me
like
so angry.
cast a lot of like the FF sort of Fast and Furious. Sorry,
Yes.
the Fast and the Furious like franchise. Like this could be a Fast and the Furious plot. You know what I mean?
Oh, fucking Pedro Pascal, speaking of FF, would be a pretty good Ted too, I think.
Yeah.
Especially to a Jason Statham.
That would be crazy to see.
Because it's kind of... That is sort of the vibe, because Phil Hartman's not like... He's not like a conventionally super attractive man,
No.
But he is kind of just the exact opposite of Arnold.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
kind of need like
Yeah.
You need it to be, it's like the muscle bound. This is maybe your more typical attractive man.
What about you remake Jingle All the Way? You do cast Jason Statham and let's say Pedro Pascal, and then I don't know for wife, just because this is age appropriate. Age appropriate choice in my head, like someone like Charlize Theron.
Okay.
They're all roughly the same age, but then because I've aged everyone up, adult son.
Adult loser son that needs the Turbo Man.
Or maybe make it like the new Xbox or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, because you want him to in the parade to be dressing up like the whoever. So
change it for a video game, like a mascot video game. Turbo Man the game.
Turbo Man the game for my adult son. I need to get Turbo Man.
He won't get a job unless I get him Turbo Man.
He says that's the deal.
So funny and sad.
If I get him the Turbo Man game, once he finishes
Dad, you got to give me a Turbo Man game and I'll look for a job, I swear.
All right, son. Do you promise?
Yes, Dad.
Okay.
Because me and your mother, we love you, son.
We love you even though you're
I know, I love you too, whatever.
35 years old and you've yet to leave home.
It's real hard out there, Dad, especially if I don't have a Turbo Man game.
If I get you this Turbo Man, right, you got to stop jacking your little dick off in the lounge room.
Fine. But what about the laundry?
Just do it in your bedroom, son. For me, your dad.
Fine. Only if you give me the Turbo Man game.
Okay. Fuck, it's become pretty important.
Listen here, you fuck. I'm here to get the Turbo Man. And if I don't, my son's going to keep jacking his adult son dick off in my lounge room.
It's like the Sinbad being like, I'm going to give my sorry, your adult son. Oh, buddy, you need this. I'll help you.
You take it, dude. You take it.
Can we team up? But I want to make sure
Sinbad.
that you get it
Sinbad
first.
back.
I was going to say, who do we recast Sinbad? Because I was too busy focused on Arnie and Phil.
Who's a good modern? You need someone who can play close to the edge. You need someone who can kind of play like.
I mean, I brought him up before. Again, Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Paul Rudd.
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson would be a good Sinbad.
Tim Robinson could play every role.
100%, dude.
Yeah, who's like the guy he also works with in like the blonde haired guy. He's in a bunch. We were against Tim Robinson.
I know who you mean.
Yes.
Like Connor O'Malley?
Yeah, Connor O'Malley.
Yeah.
Connor O'Malley starts on the edge.
Yeah.
I think he could go.
He could play. Also, he could play Howard.
Yeah. A scary Howard.
Connor O'Malley,
Scary
Tim
Howard.
Robinson.
Okay, Tim Robinson as Howard.
Yeah.
O'Malley as the son.
Okay.
The adult son.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like father and son before.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
In that Slipknot
That
mask
Slipknot mask.
sketch.
Yeah. I'm just imagining the Slipknot mask sketch
Yep.
as your basis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think that would pull us off real well.
Okay, so Jake Lloyd is now
So you're
Connor
basically
O'Malley.
okay. What if we just make this the Detroiters movie? Okay. So Tim Robinson's character from the Detroiters, whose brother, that's where the Slipknot scene is from, whose brother is the stay-at-home kid. He has to get him Turbo Man.
Yes.
I think that would be really good. I was thinking as well, this is maybe a left field answer, maybe this is bad, as another possible person who could play Arnie, Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, she's
got the weirdness.
Wow,
Yeah,
Michelle Rodriguez and then Sinbad is, you've brought Charlize Theron.
Yeah. All female Jingle All the Way reboot, dude.
Yeah.
This one's for the girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Turbo Woman. They need to get. Okay.
I'm gonna get this Turbo Man before my neighbor jacks off my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Tedino has been jacking off all of them.
Good God.
Tedina won't stop jacking off all the men in the neighborhood.
Tedina.
All the husbands.
Yeah.
God, Tedina loves to just jerk off all her husbands, all the stay-at-home husbands, while their wives go off and boys working. Yeah. Tedina's there with her uncalloused hands, her soft, beautiful hands.
I hate her.
Howardina, you got the Turbo Woman doll, right? Yeah, I think this would be a great movie.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Finally one for
of
the
best.
gals.
Yeah.
Finally.
A wonderful girls' night.
A girls'
movie.
night. Let's all gather the girls around and watch Jingle All the Way for Girls. With Howardina and Tedina and Sinbadina.
Myronino.
Marinina. Good.
Okay. Well, hey, it's time to jump to the emails. bsboyspod@gmail.com. You can email us in. Tell us what you think. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Hey, is there a movie you'd like us to rewind and watch? Is there a trailer you'd like us to speculate on?
Is there a particular maybe a Christmas movie that's dear to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Do
Please.
you want us to go through the 20,000 Epstein emails?
Would that please you?
Is
if
that what
we
you
did
want?
that?
Speculate on what's going to happen? Here's my answer. Nothing. And
Yeah.
the world's bad.
Yeah. Is that what
What?
you'd like from us?
Donald Trump maybe sucked off Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's cool to know.
Or ate out a horse.
Yeah.
Or ate out a horse.
Or sucked off another guy named Bubba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options
There's a lot of options.
for what he did.
A lot of options.
You can also support us if you want.
Yeah.
And after a riff like that, why wouldn't you?
Why would you not? By signing up to BS Plus, Basis Speculation Plus, which you can do through the website, sanspantsradio.com, or through Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
You'd be doing us a big favor, which is the main thing, but you also get ad-free content. Plus, you get a bonus episode of Baseless Speculation pretty much every month where I say I'm going to watch Shang-Chi and then something happens.
What? And then you
kind of don't.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So this email is from Kevin. They say...
We forgot
We
Kevin.
forgot Kevin. The topic is, do you remember Craven? Has that movie burned itself into your brain or did you forget it like facts you crammed for an exam?
Yes.
I remember it should have been you, but everything else is gone.
Yeah, I remember like a good chunks if you were to say the word Craven, like, you know.
It
like,
sparks it into your brain.
Yeah, like a CIA operative being like, oh, right, I've been activated. But yeah, mostly kind of forgotten. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, there it is.
I think that's the thing. I think if we sat down and we started watching Craven, it would be like coming home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The things that you forget have become familiar to you
Yeah.
once again.
I think if I close my eyes really hard and think about it, I could probably watch full scenes.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
that fucking flashback.
Yeah.
was for so
Could probably
What?
watch
He
that
gets
in
on the
full.
boat, and that's
Yeah.
awesome.
He says, hey, I'm a runaway.
Wow.
And the guy goes, come aboard,
Why
buddy.
didn't you start with that,
That's
mate?
what I like to hear.
Craven but small at the
Yeah.
end.
He's so little.
Sticking a pipe in Rhino's hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
Rhino's-
horrible fight.
His powers, how they work, when he's
Yeah.
got a drug he takes.
Yeah, and he goes,
His
he
big
makes that
screech.
horrible noise.
Yeah. Little Craven.
Little
obviously.
Craven, yeah.
Remember Little Craven?
Oh, the guy gets like, you know, he shoots into the wall. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
door.
That's right.
That's all right.
Craven
That's
does a lot of climbing up buildings.
Yeah,
Sure
they
does.
spend so much fucking time in that same building.
Yeah, tarot
Yeah.
cards have some relevance.
Then he sends a bear to his dad.
Yeah.
That
That's pretty
woman,
good. Pretty good.
what's her name? The
Mm,
girl.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Wish I could remember. Wish I could have
wow.
just said her name rather than say that woman who's the girl.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she has that scene where they realized that they needed some exposition, so they just
They get it. to say
CGI'd
it.
her mouth to move
Yep.
in a still.
Yeah, dude, it's a great movie. I think we should watch it again one day.
Yeah, Craven
Yeah.
being like, yeah, we're going to make him vegetarian. What? Everyone hated this?
Yeah.
Give him a fish.
Yeah,
Make him eat a fish.
He eats a fish. He eats a fish.
Oh,
Are people
fuck, he
happy
eats a
now?
fish. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Also worth noting that if you're hearing this, it is 12-month anniversary of us watching Craven.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like as in, not to the day, but
But it's
to the
close.
month.
It's
to
close.
the month. To the month.
Yeah, we really got to go back and do a
Yeah.
based rewind.
Yeah.
Revisit Craven, dude. Okay.
Maybe 5 times the charm.
But yeah. This is another email, anonymous. Just saw your Fallout episode where Zamet ranted about Wesley Snipes not opening his eyes in Blade 3.
Uh-huh.
In the many sins of Wesley Snipes during that movie, this isn't one of them.
Oh.
It all stems from a big misunderstanding from a director's quote. The original ending of the movie had Blade die for real, and they filmed the scene that way with Snipes. The director then wanted to change it so Blade survived and woke up. Unfortunately, Snipes wasn't able to film the new ending as he was
okay.
busy, so they had to use a body double to have Blade waking up. But they still wanted to actually show Blade's face as he was waking up. The misunderstanding about Wesley not opening his eyes comes from the director talking about how in the footage they had of Wesley, he didn't open his eyes due to that not being the scene that
right,
they filmed.
right.
Not that he wouldn't. Therefore, they had to CGI the eyes opening onto the footage that they had to work with the new ending. Just thought I could dispel one of the many bits of misinformation you guys have believed over the years.
Hey, look.
Okay, it was fine until it became rude.
Oh no! Look again. It's just that thing now. Like you hear back in the day when the internet wasn't as prolific as it is now, and like these things just kind of littered in pop culture.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, did you know this thing? Did you know this thing? And then you find out many years later that that wasn't true at all. And I'm like, well, look, fair enough. Now we know.
Now we know.
I apologize to Wesley Snipes. For,
exactly.
I thought you were just too stoned on set.
Too much. I do believe Wesley Snipes still did stuff like refer to me only as Blade and was still a nightmare.
I think, again, I don't know, but I'm remembering. It's like at the time, it was like, he was a bit of a nightmare to work with, a bit of a diva, and that's why you did get Ryan Reynolds in as your almost protagonist in that film, because they're like, we don't know what's going to happen.
We can't predict Wesley.
And if it goes one way, well, we now have a protagonist.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
We've got somebody else.
Look, that's what I was. That's what I heard, and maybe that again is that maybe like PR, like anti-Wesley Snipes
PR. Who can say?
I don't know.
And then to finish us off, the topic of this is how many Cravens in one flight / Zamet, you son of a bitch.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you, Joel Zamet. Last time I emailed you guys, I asked what film I should watch on repeat for the next flight. After enduring 6 Cravens on my last one, Zamet piped up with the new Snow White. Well, I hope Johnny Baby sleeps well at night knowing that his dad is an evil man. My God, that film is bad. It's soulless, looks like garbage, the script is terrible, people sound like they're reading from a piece of paper. There's no chemistry between any of the actors, but that could just be down to Gal Gadot. Nothing feels natural, it lacks everything that makes a good film, maybe even most things that make an okay film. On balance, I found the actress's name who plays Snow White, and the film doesn't deserve my time looking it up. Her singing is the only redeeming part, but the songs suck. I could only watch it once. I was so mad with Zamet that I hate watch Juror number 2.
You son of a bitch!
Unfortunately, that is also a bad film. So even though I hope Zamet is struck by lightning while pissing, he at least knows a good film from a bad one. Anyway, I'll leave you with one last thing from my holiday. I think this is the most baseless speculation, coded piece of art you could find. A buff horse with a tiny dick. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. That's
a buff horse with a tiny dick.
That is a buff horse with a tiny dick.
Yeah, that's very, very good. Much love, Josh. P.S. Fuck you, Zamet. Well,
thank you, Josh. In regards to I think Snow White, because I on a plane, I like to watch good films. Or TV shows or whatever stuff. I've been like maybe saving up. Be like, I'll watch this now. My wife is the opposite, and she's like, I want a piece of shit film.
Yeah, I want to watch
just
garbage.
kind of like turn my brain off, like she's like Venom and like that. She's like, give me that, because she's like, I want to watch garbage.
Why not just watch something good?
No, that's not what she's there for. I don't know. Mate, I'm not trying. I can't defend this.
I just don't understand.
I understand it on some level where it's like
you don't want to wreck something good.
Well, on a flight.
Oh wait, she's scared of flying. No, it makes sense again.
Well, but also for me on a flight, you are not appreciating a movie fully.
Yeah, that's one part of it as well.
You don't want to wreck a good movie.
It's like, this movie that I really want to watch, I want to watch that either in the comfort of my home or like at the cinema, right?
Yeah. You have to thread the needle with plane movie. It has to be quick and engaging so the time passes fast.
Yeah.
But it also can't be a movie that isn't benefited from being on the smallest and ugliest screen imaginable.
Exactly. But yeah, she attempted last time we were flying to watch Snow White.
Couldn't do it.
And I've never seen her, it's a terrible film. And I'm like, she'll soldier through it. I then, within 15 minutes, I looked over, playing something completely different.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I've heard this movie, garbage.
Well, now it's got someone out there praying for you to get struck by lightning.
That's really cool.
But I'm glad that you also watched, Juror number 2, and that you were like,
this is
dog
bad.
shit.
Thank you. Got to give it to Jay-Z.
What's a good plane movie?
Oh.
Surely there's one.
I don't know, but I love the tone you said. What's a good plane movie? It's like,
please let me
okay. Good plane movie. Great question.
I mean, you've watched like the Lord of the Rings on the plane.
That was pretty good.
But you watched that.
I watched that fucked up
subtitles.
Yeah. I reckon I feel like a.
I watched The Devil's Advocate on a plane, and that made 2.5 hours fly by. But that's a movie that you have to
watch.
You have to yeah, you probably shouldn't watch with it. Depending on,
Yeah.
you need to assess your surroundings.
Yeah.
Because
What about-
there's some rude bits of that movie.
Yeah. What about like a Shrek? What do you reckon that falls?
I watched again. It's maybe a point of contention with again me and my wife because I will say I have watched Slumdog Millionaire.
Okay.
She disagrees.
Okay. Interesting.
So because we were in Rome when I downloaded it on Netflix, and there's a part of that
I can see.
film where it's in Hindi, right?
Yeah.
And if you watch it in like say if you maybe had downloaded it in like an English speaking sort of country, those subtitles are in English, not the ones I got. I got it in Italian.
Okay.
Now I don't speak Italian.
Interesting.
Or Hindi.
Or Hindi.
Okay.
But there was also parts in English that I understood. So I was like, I got the main gist.
Yeah, I
and
think
then she
that's
was like,
okay.
oh, so with like, the main character and his brother. Now, I need you to know how much this shocked me to my core. Of like, brother! I thought they were just good friends.
Okay.
No.
So it sounds like you missed a portion of this film.
And so, but then in my defense, I was like, well, to be honest, him being brother or
It doesn't
being
matter.
like best friend from childhood, honestly, does not make
Doesn't
sense
affect the plot.
at all. Like, it's to me.
Well, look, a book I love is All the Pretty Horses and the Crossing by Cormac McCarthy, and a great deal of that is written in Spanish. Okay, I still think I read the book, even if I couldn't understand every bit of dialogue that was said. I think it still counts.
I got the main gist.
Yeah, I got the main gist too, brother. I believe you've watched Slumdog Millionaire.
you.
I'm on your side.
Thank you.
Well, if you want to email us, hey, maybe you want to say, hey, this is my ideal plain watch movie.
Yeah.
Send that
Let us
in
know.
and we'll judge your choices. bsboyspod@gmail.com. And if you want to support us, once again, Baseless Speculation Plus on Apple or the website. And on that note, bitch, I've been Jackson Bailey.
I've been Joel Zammit.
And I've been Joel Dusher, and this has been another episode of Baseless Speculation, and we've been the BS Boys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Best movie.
Good movie.
Fuck
good
Elf.
movie.
Oh,
good movie.
yeah, fair enough. See ya.
Bye.
Da da da